Caitlin Clark's popularity cannot match the paycheck as a former WNBA MVP takes bold step toward a rival league with high-profile investors. As the unrivaled league, Project B is a new league that attracts the attention of WNBA players. Despite playing in just 13 of 52 games for the Indiana Fever during the 2025 WNBA season, Caitlin Clark remains the league's most popular player and potentially the most recognizable female athlete in the United States. At 23, Clark's future is undeniably bright, but the WNBA itself is facing a looming crisis. The start of the next season could be delayed due to mounting friction between players and Commissioner Kathy Engelbert over the negotiation of a new collective bargaining agreement, CBA. The players are rightfully frustrated with the current salary structure. With new television deals, unprecedented media attention, and a steady increase in the talent level flowing from the NCAA, players argue they deserve a larger piece of the financial pie. If the WNBA fails to meet these demands, players are increasingly willing to seek alternatives, such as the startup Unrivaled League, which successfully launched its first season earlier this year. In its debut 2025 season, Unrivaled the 3-on-3 League reportedly had a total salary pool exceeding $8 million. The league offered an average salary of over $220,000 for its players, which surpassed the WNBA's regular maximum salary for that year. This compensation, coupled with player equity stakes, demonstrates a clear financial incentive for WNBA players to explore rival opportunities. Former WNBA MVP takes a bold step to Project B. As Unrivaled demonstrated a successful proof of concept, a new challenger called Project B is preparing to launch. This full-court professional women's basketball league is expected to debut its first season from November 2026 through April 2027, strategically placing its schedule during the WNBA offseason. Project B has already made a huge splash by securing its first public star. WNBA All-Star and former WNBA MVP Nneka Ogwumike. Ogwumike, a 10-time WNBA All-Star, announced her decision to join the startup league, which was founded by former Facebook executive Grady Burnett and Skype co-founder Jeff Prentice. According to Alana Beard, the chief basketball officer for Project B, Ogwumike is just the first domino to fall. Beard revealed that the league has signed multiple current All-WNBA players who have received those honors, young superstars who are on the rise, and players from 4 different continents. Like Unrivaled, Project B is offering salaries that are significantly higher than current WNBA pay, with reports suggesting some stars are being offered 7-figure salaries starting at $2 million annually, with multi-year deals potentially reaching 8 figures. Furthermore, players will receive equity in the league. The league plans to feature 6 teams of 11 players competing in 7 two-week tournaments across Asia, Europe, and the Americas. Project B also boasts high-profile investors, including Candace Parker, Novak Djokovic, Sloane Stephens, and Steve Young, and has secured Sila, a company owned by Saudi Arabia's sovereign wealth fund, as a future partner. So yes, those are big investors the WNBA will compete with. Clark's calculated silence proves loyalty to the WNBA. As for Caitlin Clark, who has been invited but is not participating in the Unrivaled League for a second time, her strategy appears to be one of calculated loyalty to the WNBA. The WNBA is the established, official American league, the equivalent of the NBA, and Clark is highly conscious of the immense public scrutiny she would face if she were to fully commit to an alternative like Project B or even the 3-on-3 format of Unrivaled. This calculated approach was evident during the CBA controversy when WNBA star Nafisa Collier openly criticized Commissioner Engelbert. While many players publicly supported Collier, Clark, aware of her massive influence and popularity, maintained a very neutral stance. For now, Clark's focus is on returning to the court healthy next season. She is determined to prove that her fame is not merely due to her college brand, but is rooted in the immense skill and talent she displayed during her historic NCAA career and her outstanding 2024 WNBA rookie season, one of the best by a first-year player in league history. She knows the only way to solidify her position is through performance, not just popularity. Caitlin Clark has become one of the most electrifying names in women's basketball, a rising star whose on-court brilliance is matched only by her magnetic personality off it. From her laser-precise three-pointers to her uncanny court vision, Clark has captured the hearts of fans across the country, building a fan base that rivals many established sports icons. Yet, for all the acclaim, the cheers, and the social media adoration, her bank account tells a different story. Popularity, it seems, doesn't always equal payday. This reality is starkly highlighted in the unfolding saga of a former WNBA MVP who has taken a bold, headline-grabbing step toward a rival league, backed by high-profile investors and promises of financial rewards that the WNBA, despite its growing footprint, struggles to match. While Caitlin Clark remains a poster child for the sport, embodying the aspirational rise of a superstar in a league on the cusp of greater recognition, the contrast between her fame and earning potential couldn't be more glaring. The WNBA has long been lauded as a proving ground for elite talent, producing legends who have shaped the game and inspired countless young athletes. But despite recent gains in viewership and sponsorships, the league's salary structure has lagged behind other professional leagues. Even as the audience grows, the financial ceiling for its players remains capped by collective bargaining agreements and revenue realities. In short, for all her name recognition, Clark, and even past MVPs, cannot yet translate their stardom into wealth that reflects their market value in a free market sense. Enter the rival league, a bold venture that has already made waves by securing marquee investors and offering players a platform where financial incentives and creative freedom are both significantly enhanced. The former WNBA MVP's move sends a clear signal. Elite talent is not just chasing fame, it's chasing opportunity, control, and compensation that mirrors their contribution to the sport. This is not simply about money, it's about the recognition that athletes' value is not limited to ticket sales or sponsorships, but extends to their overall cultural and commercial impact. For Caitlin Clark, the timing of these developments could not be more critical. Her star power is ascending at a pace few have seen in women's basketball history. She is no longer just a collegiate sensation or a rookie sensation. She is the face of the future of the sport. Fans tune in not just to see her play, but to witness history in the making, the kind of moments that are replayed, shared, and celebrated across platforms. Yet, despite this enormous cultural footprint, the reality remains. The compensation does not yet match the clout. Contrast this with the rival league scenario. Here, athletes are being courted not only as players but as entrepreneurs, collaborators, and brand ambassadors with tangible stakes in the enterprise itself. The former WNBA MVP's decision to make the leap underscores a growing movement in professional sports, where athletes are no longer passive participants in the economics of their leagues.